Alright, what's up guys? Zura here, back with another week of replay reviews. This week we have the man named Solo, he gave me Vermilion. His deck sucks no matter how you build it, like if you like the deck, cool. Like I don't really care. I'm not gonna judge what you play. I will judge your list, however, and this list is definitely not optimal for Vermilion. There's definitely things that could be improved here. Grade 1 line, this deck definitely does not need self things. Just cut these things. Like, in my opinion, the grade 1 line for Vermilion should be like Gunners, Chickens, and like not these cards. This deck definitely does not need self. I can say that one. This deck does not need self. Does not need self things, and I think Helena's pretty whatever. Unlike in something like Brawler where you can actually make use of the multiple filters and take for actual cards you need. This deck is just kind of whatever with the filtering. So I definitely think the filtering in this deck is not needed. Unlike in Brawler. So play like definitely max on Gunner. Chicken, I think 2 is fine. These should be like, I don't exactly remember what I played on my own list, but I definitely was not playing these cards. I think I was just playing anything that was like I think okay, just to feel much better. There's that. Grade 2. I'll just take this Sky Beat Sky Howl card out completely. No point playing those. Max on Dusty Plasma. Bruta's fine. Gutters are fine. That's fine. I feel like that's a little bit too kind of first thing, I'll just max on like Gunner, Dusty Plasma, and Garuda in this deck. And finally, grade 3 is I actually do think Gauntlet is a fine. I personally would play like Vermilion, Gauntlet, and the Blood, I guess, and play like the Blood on you or something. Just because like Gauntlet to shoot the 5 into Vermilion is like a fine play, I guess. But that's not. It's just. I guess the counter charge and heal is fine too. But I'm assuming you just don't have these cards, so or that many copies of these cards. So I guess if this is what you have to work with, I guess it's fine. It's playable enough. And the starters correct. All the other numbers are fine enough. Yeah. So onwards to the gameplay. I would have molted one of those grade 3s back. I don't see a reason to hold both. I mean, even if your game plan here is to go Gauntlet into Vermilion, I would just toss the Vermilion back. Well, that's just me after all. Starters to the side's correct, I think. This like needs boosters. It doesn't scale, but it needs boosters. It needs 8 boosters or something. Trigger could play. I would ride that side. I'd rather save the Garuda than the Simon. But the Death Side is the most dead card here. Okay, that's the Plaza is the last thing I would have written. The thing's a solo attacker. But I guess if his thought process is the right Gauntlet Buster, I guess it's fine to ride. But I would have written Death Side just because it's the most useful card here. You don't get use out of it until your opponent actually puts the solo attackers or solo attackers? For change, no trigger, good play. Does he ride the Gauntlet Buster here, or is he? Yeah, it's Gauntlet Buster. Okay, I guess that's his game plan. Gauntlet into thing. Again, put that side out. I guess in this situation it was the same thing. You're not playing crit, so this order doesn't really matter. Another heal. I don't think you want this many heals, to be honest. I think you'd rather see a draw. There it is. There is the draw trigger. Down. The doggy, the good doggy. What are the other things when I don't know shit? Rock the Legion here. Yeah. Ah, I had a feeling he would try the intercept. It's not wrong by any means, but like, definitely, there's definitely was an argument to kill the booster off instead. That's fine. Ringal booster. That's about the. Alright, if you just want a fun fact here, if you were to use Gauntlet Buster here, Gauntlet Buster is guaranteed to kill this thing because because Gauntlet Buster is random retire with Cryo to back row. How that interacts with resist is that this skill here, it just straight up bounces. It just bounces off as it hits the next thing. It just ignores the thing. It pretends this card isn't on the board at all. So if he didn't have this, Gauntlet Buster would be killing the first. That's just a fun fact. If you were to use Gauntlet Buster, I actually would use it here. You know exactly what you're getting out of this. I guess it's the same thing. I guess it's the exact same thing. It makes no difference. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. We're a good player to seize the one pass. I'd probably filter the Vermilion out. Or one of the Vermilions out at least. You don't need to. I guess you didn't need that either, but it would have been blank anyways. So I guess it made no difference. Legion, the best mechanic in Vanguard Zero. Fuck Legion, man. I hate Legion. I hate Legion with a passion. Actually, a hero mechanic. There's the Blaster Blade. You got a booster for that thing, though? Tired. Or Death Blade. I guess the locker is the forward after. Yeah, so yeah, just as if he were to use Gauntlet Buster here, which I think he should, instead of riding to Vermilion, you pop one on the front rows. It's guaranteed. It will not hit the file. It pops one on the front. I would stay on Gauntlet Buster here. I would not have used that. I would have left that alone. You need the booster. What are you searching for with this? I guess he's gonna use that. That's fine too, I guess. Call the heal. Yeah, this is correct. That's guaranteed to the front row. You call the heal, hit the intercept at the rear, so you get an unflip here as well. Or you just call one of the great threes that isn't the base Vermilion. Vanguard first, because it's not scaling. Vanguard first. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god! You get punished for this. There was no reason to swing Vanguard second here. Nice punish, bro. The reason why you swing Vanguard first here is because it's a crit. They either die or they get PG checked first, and then you swing this safely in. The result here would have been the exact same, except you would have gotten the PG checker. Also, looking at this a little more, he should have called the Blood instead of this NK. Because next turn, if you use let's just say he doesn't heal here, right? If he doesn't heal here and you use Vermilion, this needs a booster to hit. And if this was the Blood instead, the Blood can hit solo, and you put the NK here, and then that can hit for 16. lethal. I'm assuming he has a Blast Blade Seeker in hand. Oh wait, no, he needs to get one to file. Right. I'll guarantees it here. This is a double check. You have two PGs. There's 4% chances for a heal. Rock Breaker. That's a PG gone. So if the opponent does not heal here, you would have had guaranteed lethal, or at least guaranteed lethal through no heals, through no heal bullshit at least. Wow. Double Brutus. Wow. That is something for sure. Let's see who gets punished for it. Any heals? Any heal? Any heal? Okay, no heal. So he's on triple check or die right now. He's on triple check or die right now. I guess he just shuffled it next, so he could have redrawn that PG. Yeah, definitely run Vermilion here. You definitely use the Vermilion, no doubt about that. And then you just call the blood to the rear. You call the blood up by itself, and then you put the gunner in front of the selfing. This is where the selfing is the difference. The selfing is not scaling with the gunner. So both lanes are like basically 11 right now. So even if you hit a trigger, you don't beat over a 6 heal. Not that he hit one, so I guess it didn't make a difference. That's one PG. No need to go for that. Obviously not. 2 and 3. You had lethal last turn if you just swung in the right order on the turn board. 1 heal left in deck. But even if you live here, you don't have a play for next turn. Because you're out of counter blast. You would need to top deck a gunner. Nope, that's this game. This is actually a you through the game here for that attack order. Even if you heal here, what play do you have? You have to top like a gunner. There's the last PG. See, you won the game. You need to heal top that gunner or some shit. Oh yeah. Oh, he doesn't heal. Yeah. So. You actually threw the game here. This wasn't luck or anything. This was actually a you threw the game. On this turn, you threw the game. Where is it? This turn, you threw the game on this turn. Let's just ignore this. Who cares about this, right? Like, it was more optimal call the blood, but who cares about that? That's not the point here. The order here should have been it's Vanguard first 100% of the time here because this is only 20. And as you can see, like he did hit the defensive on the 5th damage, meaning that this was not a 1-pass, and you did not flip the 1-pass. You could check the PG for it. Because if you swing rear first here, you get that result. You get this result of defensive into this doesn't catch anymore. But if you swing Vanguard first, you ping for the PG, but you still get the counter charge here because they PG'd it. And they didn't PG it, they died. That's also fine. So yeah, this was definitely just you swung in the wrong order. If this was 21, then yeah, this was correct. But this was only 20. This is also why you don't play Helen. It doesn't scale with your shit properly. So yeah, that was relatively fast. I can do it. I'll walk up. Yeah. So that last game there was just know your attack orders. That's the only thing that I can really say. Just know your attack orders. Oh, he swapped his list up here. He's playing Jin on heal here. This is a very bad mulligan. For one, the blood is just not a good card. There's no reason to hold it. You basically never want to ride it anyways. And for two, again, I'm always of the opinion of the only grade 3 you hold is the one you need to ride first. I don't see a reason to ever hold an extra grade 3 in hand. You'd rather it be triggered in your deck. So yeah, now your hand's cluttered with 3/3. Well, just something else to note. I have never agreed with used starters to put a base Lucan Missile. You're gonna get in there eventually somehow, right? I think that's just a waste of a trigger in your deck by putting the base Lucan Soul. I really like this. You'll get it in there eventually. Might as well not waste a trigger in your deck. Yeah, I do actually think Jin heals much better than that turn on heal. Just because Jin scales with any 7k, so as long as you're playing 7k booster, Jin scales with any of them. 221. He healed that up more Chica if he was gonna use it, but I don't think that guy's still very good anyway. You're right, Death Side. Right, Death Side Swing Pass. I would hold a gunner. Nice heal. Nice heal, nice heal, nice heal. I guess there's a cross-ride base. I guess there's the cross-ride base, right? How hard does he commit here? You call what, Zelma? Call Zelma, right? There's no way you don't call Zelma here. Yeah, you suck in the Morishika again. Just put something in the back, I guess. Probably the starter. Yeah. The 3 confirmed damage. 2 confirmed damage. Technically still 3, but it's only 2 damage now. Oh, he's playing a Chainsaw Dragon now. I guess Chainsaw Dragon's fine with Vermilion. A little cute interaction there, I guess. Vermilion hits the front, Chainsaw hits the back. I would personally call down the Grade 1 Gunner and the Dusty Plasma and call it a day. Not there. You'd much rather your booster be off to the rear. Because of the cross-ride base, you're not scaling no matter what you do, so you'd rather the booster be on the side. I guess since he did this, I guess you can also call the Death Side to kill the starter. I actually do think you want to think that. You don't want him reusing it. I do think you Death Side the starter here. I think you definitely Death Side the starter here. You don't want him getting more. You don't want him getting more hit in this one. If you're gonna do this play is also fine then. I think there were 2 lines here then. Oh, he's gonna do it like this. He's gonna kill the. Oh, that is. I think this is actually very questionable. If you're gonna do a line like this should be here. These two, this should be here, so you have a booster for your ring. Because this thing's hitting everything regardless. So the booster here should be here. This should be with this column to make 18, and this should be here if you want to kill the intercept off as well, which is understandable. This is just a matter of your boosters are much more valuable in a Dragon Empire deck off to the rear than behind the Vanguard. I also would have just Death Sight the Emil off, just because you don't want him reusing that card. Because he puts it into Soul now, and then you can call it back out if he ends up using Venus. This is like 3 cards in Soul, 3 compression for the deck. Pretty good rips into Soul too. Zelma and something else. I didn't quite get a chance to go to the other card. Ana called Zelma. Zelma called Marichika, I think, right? I still remember how to play this deck, right? You have two Zelmas, you definitely just push for 3 damage here. Or his call over it. Oh, it was a lion? Okay, I see. I don't think you use anything here. This is a little weird order-wise. You just call over the Marichika? I feel like that's a waste. That's a waste. Zelma? And this thing sucks in a, what? Call like a solo attacker here? Let's see, the alternate win con. Wait, does he not have another grade 3 install? Why would you call your cross-rat base out? That's kind of weird, champ. That's kind of a what the fuck. Why would you call your cross-rat base out? I actually do think you run into the blood here, as funny as that is. I actually think you run into the blood here. Because the blood can potentially lethal, the Vermilion cannot. The blood also damage strokes 1 counterblast for whatever that's worth. Draconic Kaiser Vermilion. The blood! Yeah, and then you just call 2 gunners here. You call 2 gunners, and then you swing rear first. This is why gunners are pretty good in this deck. It's pretty good at Vermilion. And then next turn, you just rerun to Vermilion if you have a next turn. Bro, call. I guess it doesn't matter that much, but bro. Okay, that's whatever. And then the order here. Bro. Okay, like obviously this lays on a 2-pass, right? But there's no point in swinging with this first when the chance of a 2-pass is there, because this is killing that card off anyways. Oh wow, it's lethal. Okay, just a few like little suboptimal plays here. Like this was killing this off anyways. You might as well just pull this attack off. If you see 2 triggers, you can choose to swing this into Vanguard. There's no reason to swing with that lane for no reason. The Mulligan 2 is also kind of sus, but like I guess the blood won you the game here because it has shiny yellow star on it. I still think that Mulligan was kind of sus, but other than that, this game was fine. Nothing too off here. Nothing I can think. Oh yeah, the booster placement here was kind of sus, but I guess in the end it didn't matter. Just it was correct because you needed the booster for the blood. Yeah, actually no. His opponent only had 1 counterblast. His opponent only had 1 counterblast. You were probably dead anyways, right? But the opponent only had 1 counterblast. So I guess him not using counts to kill this thing off actually made a difference here because otherwise he wouldn't have had that counterblast to use the blood. I still think killing the Emil off was correct, but I guess not using it won the game. I also still think putting the booster here having is incorrect, but I guess they won him the game in this very specific situation. It did win him the game just because like if the booster wasn't behind the Vanguard, it wasn't scaling properly. You would have been on a 1-pass. But like I do think I do genuinely think that in a Dragon Empire deck, or just the Dragon clans, especially in Vermilion where your Vanguard's always swinging first for the most part, your boosters are much better off to the rear than behind your Vanguard. But I guess in this specific situation, this booster here actually made it. That's it for this one. Overall, that first game, just know your attack order. This game, the optimizations I would have made would have lost the game, but I do think those plays. I do think those are things to consider when playing Dragon decks. Boosters should never be behind Vanguard unless you absolutely need it. And killing off, knowing when to kill off important boosters, stuff like that. So yeah, that's it for this week for replay reviews.